Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Monday Country Sunday, number 6 day for this month for February 2024. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Mr. No Connie. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where it bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people at home and abroad, those IDPs, refugees, and those incarcerated for La Republique, their concentration camp, I bring una all revolutionary salute. And for all our mommy them way them send me message in particularly, not forgetting Papa them, for ask why we not be put out podcast yesterday. Now because we'll be extremely busy with other obligation them for this struggle. We need to make sure so we dot all of our I's and cross all of our T, because now the service where our people them deserve, and we be honored for serve our people them in this way. So fellow Ambazonians, we go and give una some few updates them where they go around our country. One na some video where they don't release them, where it shows on their body where they don't burn them. I go play the video and when I go hear the audio where they come out for day, and then I go explain after. For the video, people they cry, a lot of population is there around the dead body. The dead body, it don't be burned completely. They don't wrap them for inside blanket. It be naked. Obviously, fire don't burn them. People they really cry. And according to the information we'll get them, this video it happened for Kwakwa for Saturday. See the alleged victim where the damn body it be burnt after it be shot dead by our Ambazonian fighter them for inside Kwakwa, where they accuse he say he be the work with La Republique send a black leg. So we nobody yet established with our investigator them on the ground which way actually happen for we for be sure for which way they talk. Which we will know that say each time where a human being die, especially for our country Ambazonia, now our duty we will then carry the mantle for investigate them and for bring our people them exactly which way happen, for preserve human sanctity. If indeed the story way they talk say the boy na a black leg, that means say it is spy for the Cameroon military, that means say it deserve the fate. Any man way they work with Cameroon military, especially with the action the way the Cameroon military they do indiscriminate killing, if you do work with them for hell for identified target, you have become part and parcel of that military machine, and you will become a legitimate target for our forces them. We also see the one way be happen for Insabui a couple of days, we na some boy where they call na Shea Kavi or na Weti for Insabui way Ambazonian forces them be killing. We also investigate, will be confirmed, say the soldier they be get evidence, say it work with La Republique from a mobile phone for help to identify some soldier that made and kill them. And it didn't work for La Republique for close to 6 months. It didn't lead for the death of over 4 soldiers them. We'll get witness testimony, we'll get evidence for a phone, we'll be satisfied. In this case too, we'll go investigate. Because you know if you did take everything where soldier and toxin are true, you need to find out what happened exactly. Because for this our struggle, because all people then for diaspora, they just want loyalty, and for sure to then get forces, they tend to be misled sometime by boys and for ground. So we'll investigate this case. But our policy now say any man way to work with the Cameroon military for help to identify people them, or for provide evidence for them, or for invite them, becomes a part and parcel of the Cameroon military and their activities, including their atrocity them for our territory, and you should be treated in that manner. We advise all of our people them may avoid any contact, communication, or relationship with Cameroon active duty people them during our territory during this period. Ambazonian the way they work for Cameroon when a part of Cameroon their military. Some of them no be part of the war, active war. Sometime some Cameroon ex-gendarmes, police or army them, they want come for visit their village or for come for die. Plenty of those cases them, they call boy them for village for ask them permission me then give them special permit, me they enter for village. It be normal. So just because some person they be Cameroon army, no actually means say that person they actively fight. Sometimes in the way they give excuse me, some people then visit village, but we know say some of our brothers the way they be Cameroon military then too they support the struggle. Now say they no fit come because of the dynamic way the struggle is, so we must always understand. But any person where they actively support the Cameroon military, where they actively invite them, that person is a legitimate target. Our policy na say for Ambazonian fighter them, anytime where you suspect some person a black leg, you get an obligation for get evidence them, for prove them, for somebody else or another general, say indeed that person it be justified as a black leg, not be just based on suspicion. We don't deny summary killing. Any life must be treated with absolute care, and we must preserve the sanctity of life. People, the way that I'm engaged in such activity, where it never led to the death of anybody and it never compromise security for anybody, that person is supposed to be banished. So we don't always put that principle for our population, because when you kill an innocent person, you then instead create more enemism within our own people, where there can be more potential for destroy our own forces them for ground zero. The second news where it come, na say for Manfe Bamenda Road, today as the talk for now, motor they don't be trapped over 70 where they don't call, they don't make video call, I don't record someone, I go play and make una hear. As una hear, na passenger then stand, population they stand. Then talk say ADF, they don't come block road. And then any motorway the one pass, they ask driver that me them pay 25,000, me passenger them pay 10,000. Now from eyewitness and for ground, they talk. I don't try for reach out for get more details for the soldier them. Nobody be clear. Would I always talk say any extortion of our people them is not acceptable. Any roadblock must be justified. So this is wrong, and we are calling on the boys to stop this activity. Now say we'll be lose 4 soldier them for inside mine 90. Any such extortion, it only help for bring down our struggle and for make our people them feel say the struggle we don't turn na something we would see them too for ground zero. We go seize this opportunity for address some other issue them way it come up following my publication for the conversation with Rosemary. We don't get a lot of feedback. For the vast majority, it be very encouraging, because people that they talk say there is no need to over explain something because people already know. I think our people they don't understand the dynamic for our struggle, and a wider way they pay attention. We are working hard to make sure that we put out a concrete proposal and to be able to lobby the international community to pressurize Cameroon for us to have our freedom and for us to secure our independence, if not in the present, but in the future. As usual, some people then they in their request they talk say La Republique, their Kunyam titles they take my video them, cover the Ambazonian flag they with La Republique, try for misrepresent them with their writing them for their page. I don't want to tell our people and say it be normal. During time for war, the enemy must do his own thing for twist people that talk. It be now up to our own people then for no place where their information they come out. If you are picking the die hungry, or you are picking the one die for house, you know go the fear shame say some man they laugh you for do the right thing. Kunyam titles when they come they mock we say we don't surrender, or we want one Cameroon now. All those things then are people then we as a tell now then 1 minute war continue, because now the war don't give you irrelevant for your life. Now you don't give you money where they don't make it attaché for Cameroon military. Without this war, it could be thrown away, because those type of a shower then they need to last long. The same like success in Congo and Nambere. Now the same thing will happen with the Kunyam titles when we go succeed. So make we forget about such people and pay less attention to their ridiculous, barbaric propaganda where they do them for La Republique. When I remember saying that people that way they call for collective punishment. They even generate war for sure. La Republique say war they still go on. They don't want me the war finish. And I want to talk for our people then too, because they talk about arms. Will they continue for arm our soldier them? But me gonna know, say me gonna need to just see things that they believe them the way they come. Last time we talk about the attack where happened for Menchum Valley. And I be tell una say no be all attack the way they happen for inside Ambazonia. Now for help this struggle me come out. Today I want for can tell una exactly what it happened because I don't get inquiry them about them. The attack it be led to the death of close to 12 Cameroon military personnel them. And I want to explain them so that make our people them wise. The thing it happened for Womb Road for December. The problem we did for them is they get a chieftaincy fight where they go on between the people them for Tingo and the people them where they for Olong Valley. The chief way don't come for the way they work with La Republic, he come for the talk say being a chief for some quarter because La Republic then begin to use this House of Chiefs for try to gain some semblance of legitimacy for our territory. So you get these people them where they come pretending they being a chief, me them begin use them for play that role. Since most genuine chief them for Ambazonia they need to attend the House of Thieves, which they call and say House of Chiefs. So for this area, some person there for their way, either they fight contract them for road. If you don't talk to me La Republic, bring military for when you side there for Tingo, for that valley for Menchum. With the hope say they go come for day, it go show say na he the hell for fight Ambazonia on La Republic and he go get power for inside their government. They be don't come for day, but as soon as know how the politics they, when money be enter for inside the UNDP for construct road them for Ambazonia, La Republic be use that opportunity for hire more of their soldier them, me then can begin construct road instead for handles contract them for people them like this way they work like scavenger for La Republic. So that because of this problem, whether military people that can construct road, demand and lost the contract the way be the fight Ambazonia for get them. And during this period where that attack be happen, wait way be been say the people them where they call in Mbangkong people, they be get an annual dance where be supposed to happen for honor all the quarter head chiefs them. That means say the small chiefs them where they for that area. This thing it be very important make una hear and make una understand what it happen for our country. This La Republic agent, he go meet up the duo, the colonial duo for appeal say me then reject that meeting because it be the fear say when that traditional dance go come, all the chief them when a tutu chief them go come for day and he no go get place for day. The duo is deny. So this man, as I talk for una now, so La Republic that arrest he. This man he go he meet up our Ambazonian boy then there for Tingo for my 30 for Menchum. He give them explosive and ammunition for sponsor an attack against the Cameroon military convoy where they pass for Menchum. Then provide them intelligence for the particular military vehicle when they be involved for help for reconstruct or construct whatever they call them that Menchum road to Womb road where they come up Bamenda to Womb. Now so then take and carry that attack for kill the Cameroon military then for that attack will happen for inside December. So the man according to it to the here, if that attack be lead for that particular military convoy because now people the way they become can construct road meet and abandon their work for they then come out so that he go end up forget work. But eventually from which would hear the man then be arrested concerning that particular attack. So na assisting a La Republic person this where he use amber them for attack La Republic for his own motives them. So Meguna know say even as we try to fight for bring peace with justice for Ambazonia, some people then go even arm some forces them. Me then come back for proof. Say the war is still continue. There will be all type of enemies of war, and our people they need to understand this one. So me gonna no be flattered again by people where they parade guns and where they parade soldiers them for ground just for parading sake. But me gonna think the impact and the activities of those soldiers them. Is it pursuing and is it pushing for a political agenda that befits our public interest or not should always be our question. There are so many mafia ways to go on for our struggle. We get the intelligence and we get the know-how for find out exactly what will happen and we'll continue for do them. So me gonna know say Ambazonia fighter and they way they chop for two sides. La Republic people and they way they chop for two sides. At the end of the day, our public interest it can be pushed for backside. This particular attack will even involve a unit for around that my 92 in about 47 Qatar they become for they can attack and carry out that attack. When I go ask and say I will be sponsor that attack and I will be instigate that particular attack. This one no mean for talking and say all attack them for Ambazonia. Now La Republic they sponsor them. But I want to tell our people that me they know say attack them the way La Republic they sponsor them. We now because now very corrupt people them. They want make money in all means. So this one no be for talk say or attack them as I dey talk. It means say na just for open people that I mean they no be blindsided. So Olum Valley chief, where the claims say na he be chief for that place, he be arrested by La Republic in connection to this particular issue. So I want to bring them for our attention. I go also take this time to address some issue the way they don't come for our attention. So on this refugee way they for Ghana, where they call Mike and Nama Sarante ona before. Now the illiterate then that way they don't begin the send them, then begin to confuse our people. Them either make out a post where I go one for address and specifically because it don't be drawn to my attention by people the way they be very important. For that post, the boy the talk say Capo Daniel they preach freedom by joining French Cameroon. Ambazonian is not for sale. So now the type of stupidity then this way some illiterate the ram remain for that egg of sea where now then go show our people them how to remain back in the Stone Age. Mike explain one thing for now. For any person for toxic or man want go join La Republic, that person he no get sense, he no get common sense. Ambazonia, according to international law, a country now a country will be recognized internationally by the United Nations. If the United Nations no recognize you as a country or a sovereign state, you are not. Because now them be the war order where it be in the rule. And country the way them be considered as a sovereign state, they no fit ever break away without the explicit approval of that sovereign state. That way Southern Sudan be one separate for Sudan. The United Nations before Sudanese government meet the approval, meet their constitution change for make provision, meet South Sudan a change. There is no country that can be recognized by the United Nations according to their charters that the sovereign, which was previously recognized by the United Nations, does not endorse it. Even for Serbia, Kosovo, where it don't separate, where even America, it don't recognize them, they never be recognized by the United Nations, and they never function as a state within the World Bank and other subsidiary for the United Nations, where the Serbia government never approve their or recognize their independence. So it would be impossible without that approval. You get the same thing way it happen also for the Western Sahara land, how they call this other one way they were together with Morocco. Morocco, the time way African Union, this country get category B status the same like Southern Cameroon at the time where we go for plebiscite. Time where the African Union, they want to make move for recognize this country, Morocco decides say it will withdraw it for African Union. And it completely stopped everything where they will do. Until today, the Sahara land is still be a part of Morocco as they recognize and will be a contested part. So our people should know the truth. From a long time as a Biteona, our struggle it can be diverted by hardline and extremists. From the 90s, from the time we will be there with 1961, right up to the 90s, our people have never disputed whether we were part of La Republique or not. That is why Gorgi Dinka said that La Republique du Cameroon had withdrawn, have seceded. Secession means that we were together already. You cannot say that Ambazonia wants to leave when we are not together with La Republique. We are recognized as one country with La Republique under the United Nations. The Americans have made that position clear that the sovereignty of Cameroon include the French Cameroon and the English Cameroon. We should know that, and these are one of the things that have been difficult for us to be taken seriously by both state parties in the African Union and in the United Nations, because what we say, our narrative has diverted from international legal basis. It does not conform with legality when we say that we are not part of Cameroon. We should understand that Cameroon includes Ambazonia and French Cameroon. The two came together to form one country. The problem we have is not that we never united with them. The idea that because we don't have a union treaty means that we are not a part of La République du Cameroon have been well investigated by professors during the Canadian talk that was assigned by Ayabacho. We were given resources, and we give a professor in Norway who have the access to do a proper research, and they have come out to settle that argument. There are more than one way a country joins with each other. It was prescribed that we join through a union treaty. It never happened. We joined through a constitutional union that took place in the Fumban Conference. Constitutional union does not require a union treaty. The absence of a union treaty or a formal acceptance or concern by the Ambazonian side to accept the terms of our union with La République du Cameroon is lacking. But that does not mean that we did not join La République. It simply means that the process of us to put in place to safeguard our interests and our identity were changed illegally. We also have a good argument that the option of giving us during the plebiscite to become independent was removed. Those are all injustice. But there is no legal remedy for such justice because the British government had the discretion. When the British commissioner was evacuating Ambazonia in Tiko Airport, Amadou Ahidjo was handed the instrument of our sovereignty, not John Gu Foncha. So the British government clearly handed it to La République du Cameroon. Even Mola Joe Litumbe, when he talks in Jumba, no be married, it simply means say, we don't day together with La République, we day together with them for one house, but we never yet finish for sign that marriage for Silam. Now the problem that way dey. So we need to understand the reality in legality. What is the legal problem we have with La République du Cameroon? This is the problem. The problem is that when the two Cameroon, the Southern Cameroon and the French Cameroon, then come together, the central government, the evolution of power, was handed to the French Cameroon that was held by Amadou Ahidjo. The vice president was handed to John Gu Foncha, who was from Ambazonia. That was the formula. This means that the presidency reflected and represented the authority and government of the French Cameroon. Eventually, that evolution of power had been maintained, and the power of the Southern Cameroon of the vice president have been diluted so much that we have no say in the Cameroon government. We are being marginalized. That is why they say we are being marginalized. We are being treated as third-class citizens. That does not mean that we were not part of that one Cameroon. So the Cameroon that we see is one country that is made up of two countries. But one of the country in that formula of one Cameroon, the French Cameroon, have subdued and have tried to incorporate the other English Cameroon into itself. So we have a problem with the central government. That means our problem is not the Cameroon itself. Our problem is with the central government of Cameroon. That is French Cameroon government, because that is how it was set up. It evolved in that manner. We have a problem with the French Cameroon government, which is the central government of that country. So when we talk say what solution na devolution, it no mean that say we talk say make we go join La République du Cameroon, because we are already part of this one country. The country that they call La République du Cameroon under the United Nations does not have only one name. Its name is in English and French. La République du Cameroon and the Republic of Cameroon is one thing. Now, why that way sometimes we confuse, say why Cameroon need to celebrate 1st of January like their Independence Day? Because for them, that Independence Day is no more relevant because the country that was created, the new country, includes Ambazonia and La République du Cameroon. So people, they need to understand these simple things and way hard lines that make them adopt them way not be in conformity with international law. Even in the All Anglophone Conference, the question have never dismissed that we were not part of La République. They simply say that we were a marginalized side of La République du Cameroon, and La République have not given us a say in the form of state or in the management of affairs. We do not have any authority and power as a state within that country. French Cameroon is also a state within that country. They just happen to have had the power of the central government, and they are using it to bulldoze everybody. That is the problem we have. There can be many solutions to that problem. And when we talk about devolution, those people who don't have any plan or they don't have any argument, their job is to do disinformation campaign, create lies. But we know that the liars belongs to the devil. The devil is the chief liar and his children are all liars. So we are fighting to secure our independence because we know that it is not possible at this moment. The best thing to do is to secure it for the future, because fighting blindly to say that it is either independence or nothing, we will never accept nothing. There is an alternative to nothing. For those who say that if we cannot have independence, we should all commit suicide, those are not people who are reasoning like human beings. Those are people who are not considerate to our people who are bearing the brunt of this fighting. If we cannot have independence, we cannot allow us to have nothing. We must, as an obligation to our people, give to them something better than we started this struggle with. And that is what we are fighting. And we are now demanding a devolution of this Cameroon, this one Cameroon, so that we, the people of Southern Cameroon, for West Cameroon, we the Anglophone, we will have our own separate entity, the same like that of Scotland and Northern Ireland, who made that deal with Great Britain so that they form one country called United Kingdom. That one country, United Kingdom, have several countries under it or within it that have maintained their identity. They even have their national anthem, their flag. They have their legislature. They have their police force separate from the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom protect them, the sovereignty in terms of the military and in certain areas in foreign affairs. But they have their sovereignty, and that is the solution that will be for us, Ambazonia. This is not surrender. This is self-preservation. If anybody have surrendered, it is La République du Cameroon, who started by dismissing us and have come around to accept that indeed there was an Anglophone problem. Only the truth shall set you free. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.